Hi guys, my name is Melody and thanks for stopping by. Today I am going to rant again. Another video that is kind of important to me and it is annoying in the slightest. So I've been watching the news this week on the climate change discussions in Davos, and I see that there are many older gentlemen and a few lovely teenagers who are trying to warn the world about what's going to happen in the next few years. Now, this is about listening to children because, to be honest, we're not listening to our children. I try to, because I know that I don't want to see my kids afraid of what's going to happen in the future and afraid of what's going to occur to them. Dismissing anyone's ideas or opinions or factual information that they learned is highly idiotic, let's say the least, because people are going to have to endure this within the next 10 years. And we know that climate change is real. And if you think it's not real, then you are uneducated. Now, I'm going to say this out here. I am an older woman, right? And I have been concerned about this since I was a child. And I have always had issues with people just not protecting the environment and not being safe. Now, I don't get out there and like throw things at people and be highly interactive, which probably I should be, to be honest. I should go and protest or things like that. What I try to do in my own home is to make small changes. I know that there are places where I can't because, to be honest, a lot of the things that we need to do cost money that I don't have at this moment in time. I wish I could have an electric car. I wish I could have solar panels on my house. I wish I could do a lot of these things, but I know I can't. But maybe someday in the future, I will be able to as well. But that's not what this is about. This is about dismissing the worries and the concerns of the youth that are actually going to inherit this planet. So when people go and spread across social media and just literally bully young people about their knowledge, saying, oh, you're too young, you won't know about that. That is so ignorant. You can't do that. The reason for this being is that person and that young person may have done a lot of research. I know they're not the scientist, and you're like, oh, why don't you give us a suggestion to make it all better? That is not the point. The point is that they're trying to make people aware of this so that the adults, the ones that have the power, that can make the changes, do that. And that is the most empowering thing that they can do, is to make people aware and help get that change implemented. I know they're not the scientists, but they're there for a reason. Their opinions are valid. Their knowledge is valid. And by you dismissing them, does that not make your knowledge a little bit more invalid as well? I can't speak for a lot of people, but I have 2 children. And to be honest, my daughter doesn't even want to have kids because the world is rubbish, and that's what she says. And nothing's going to change because people who don't care, people who are older and aren't going to see the devastation that their actions are caused, are the ones in charge. It's not about the economy. And to be honest, yay, you have a great economy, but what does that matter when there's nothing left to give the next generation? When there's nothing left for everyone else because you decided that money was worth more than your children's futures. The opinions of the children, their concerns, their anxieties about growing up in a system that is completely rot is factual. It is a valid argument. And someone needs to step in and give these leaders the ability to change. They need to change their minds, because we're not getting any better. Small changes for the everyday person can impact greatly, but we need the larger companies, the larger countries to also enjoy and change and become a better place. Because I wanted to have a future for my children, and I want to have a future for other people's children. The amount of animals that are dying out because of this climate change. Australia is on fire and the world is burning. And yet they still don't listen, because they don't care, because they won't be here. So what I need to say to you is the fears are valid. Listen to your children. They are they are smarter than you know, and their opinions are valid. And if you want to change the world, you need to speak out. And I applaud those teenagers and children who do that, because rather than sitting in their rooms crying because they have no future, they are trying to make the world a better place. Like I said, who cares about your economy when there's nothing left to give? Now, I know that this is a bit of a depressing rant, but it's a needed rant. So, like I said, do not dismiss the youth of today, because this is their future. And for those who are helping, who are doing a little bit, even if it's something minor, as in like reusable cups, recycling, anything that you can do, keep trying and keep speaking your voice. And I would just like to say, if you enjoyed this video, I will probably have many more rants. This is just my rant of the day. Sorry I filmed it on my iPhone, because I just wanted to say it. I know it probably makes no sense, but I feel that everyone should have a voice. And no child, no matter what their age, is too, like, what would they say? They say that they're too stupid or too young or too inexperienced, and they're being fed by their parents. But that's not the case. I did a lot of research as a child in regards to environmental impact. I was not informed by my parents. I was informed by the research. And just because they're younger does not mean that they're not smart and they cannot process this information. Respecting your elders has nothing to do with this. You earn respect. Respect is not given. And if you want to tear down the young people of today, then you lose that respect. I thank you for listening, and I'll see you on my next video, and hopefully it's not too ranty and not this depressing. Thanks for watching, and if you like me and you like this video, please subscribe. I do just basically whatever. I'm a student in history, and I probably will do one video a week, if maybe two at most. Love y'all, and I will see you later. Stay unique, try to stay positive, and change the world. Bye.